I want to ask you about your view on the use of military power. You say in personal relations you're a counterpuncher. You don't hit until you are hit. Is that a good way to think about the way you would use military force as a president?
I am the most military-based and the most militaristic person on your show. I want to have a much stronger military. I want it to be so strong that nobody's going to mess with us. I want to take care of our vets who are treated terribly like third-class citizens. I mean, we have illegal immigrants that are being treated better than our great vets. They're like third-class citizens. They're going to be taken care of. But we have to make our military strong and hopefully never have to use it.
Well, let's take an example of some case where you may or may not use military force. Turns out Assad apparently used chemical weapons on his own people. Does President Trump use force or not in that case?
Well, you know, the time to have done it would have been when he drew the line in the sand.
So you would have done it in that case?
I might have gone in. Yeah, I think it's terrible. When you start using that, I think it's terrible. Now it's such a mess over there with everybody involved, and the airspace is very limited. You know, it's not that big an area. The airspace is very limited. So now you have, what are we going to start, World War III over Syria?
Where are you on the question of a safe zone or a no-fly zone in Syria?
I love a safe zone for people. I do not like the migration. I do not like the people coming. Frankly, look, Europe's going to have to handle, but they're going to have riots in Germany. What's happening in Germany, I always thought Merkel was like this great leader. What she's done in Germany is insane. It's insane. They're having all sorts of attacks.
You mean letting in the refugees?
Letting in that many people. What they should do is the countries should all get together, including the Gulf states who have nothing but money. They should all get together and they should take a big swath of land in Syria and they should do a safe zone for people so that they could have a safe, where they could live. And then ultimately go back to their country, go back to where they came from.
Does the U.S. get involved in making that safe zone?
I would help them economically, even though we own $19 trillion. What I won't do is take in 200,000 Syrians who could be ISIS. John, I've been watching this migration and I see the people. I mean, they're men. They're mostly men, and they're strong men. These are physically young, strong men. They look like prime-time soldiers. Now, it's probably not true, but where are the women? You see some women, you see some children, but for the most part, I'm looking at these strong men. So you ask two things. Number one, why aren't they fighting for their country? And number two, I don't want these people coming over here. And even on a humanitarian, you know, when I was first asked this question, you asked it to me a long time ago, when they were talking about 3,000 people, I begrudgingly would say, oh, maybe, I don't know, maybe.
Letting them into the United States.
A little bit. Then they said 10,000. I'm not thrilled, but maybe 200,000 people. This could be the greatest Trojan horse. This could make the Trojan horse look like peanuts if these people turned out to be a lot of ISIS.
Peggy Noonan writes that you and Vladimir Putin are showing strength. Do you have similarities with Vladimir Putin?
Well, I like her, I can tell you that. I think Peggy Noonan is fantastic, and she's been writing some nice things. Every once in a while she'll hit me, but that's okay. But I think she's fantastic. No, I think the biggest thing we have is that we were on 60 Minutes together and we had fantastic ratings, one of your best rated shows in a long time, so that was good, right? So we were stablemates. I think that we are very different. I think that I would, at the same time, get along very well with him. He does not like Obama at all. He doesn't respect Obama at all. And I'm sure that Obama doesn't like him very much. But I think that I would probably get along with him very well, and I don't think you'd be having the kind of problems that you're having right now. And as far as him attacking ISIS, I'm all for it. If he wants to be bombing the hell out of ISIS, which he's starting to do, if he wants to be bombing ISIS, let him bomb them, John. Let him bomb them.